Whoa, what's that? Today's video is on Pastor Darrell Scott. Y'all might know Darrell Scott because his rise to fame is simply him supporting Donald Trump and being a black pastor. Anyway, Donald Trump laid up there and met with inner city pastors to basically get his ass kissed for like 30 minutes. But he ended up getting his ass kissed a little bit more from Pastor Darrell Scott that you see with a watermelon smile on his face. Darrell Scott laid up there and said that he know the heart of Trump. I wonder how long you knew Trump. You know the heart of Trump, goddamn it. He said during his 67 years on this planet, basically that Donald Trump is the most pro-black president of his lifetime. And I think of our lifetime. Ain't that a bitch? That say a lot about your country, though. Let's say you right. A blatant racist, a man who makes so many reforms to keep black people down is the most pro-black of your lifetime. That mean the rest of them, they was really horrible, wasn't they? Because this dude, did he research this dude? Or, nah, he looked like a coon who just following. He riding his wave. But remember, y'all, he's a pastor. And then he added, Obama got a pass. Now, a lot of y'all probably thought I was about to sit up here and be bashing Republicans because them two is Republicans. But no, you know one thing, I don't give a fuck about a Democrat or Republican. And if you over 21 years old, you shouldn't be give a damn about a Democrat or Republican. You don't find that shit odd that two parties keep winning? No other party never rise up? What kind of stupid shit is that? Nobody can see that happening? But anyway, like he said, Obama did got a pass. Only thing I remember about him is saying it's not politically feasible for him to have a black agenda. And any boy could have a baby and shit like that. And Kanye is an asshole. Yeah, he is an asshole, but who gives a fuck? You ain't had to put him on blast at that moment. And it was in defense of goddamn Taylor Swift. So he had to just come out and say, oh, he an asshole, huh? And really, every other day, Obama was helping gays get married or teach their agenda in schools. Or was it Mexicans to make sure the ones who was born here can stay here? This, that, and the third. Or who else could it have been? Oh, whenever you hear about black people, they always lumped in as people of color and shit like that. And what he said about Trayvon, oh, that could have been my son. I don't give a fuck if that could have been your son. Do something about the shit. You did? That could have been my son. But when them white kids was dying, when them white kids died in that school with that crazy ass dude who shot up the school, he was crying. Actual tears came out his eyes. But he didn't do that shit for Chicago. And what he did to Reverend Wright when he came out. Remember when he was running in Reverend Wright? He hurry up, repudiate, and every E8 in the motherfucking world against that dude. But he can bail out the banks. He can have an agenda for banks. He could bail out the cars. He can have an agenda for them. Then he had a 5-day response to Trayvon. But the thing is, yeah, Obama ain't shit. But Pastor Darrell Scott, he ain't shit either. Let me show y'all this shit. Pastor Darrell Shine on him Scott, sitting up there balling in a $1.9 million home and being sued. Anyway, the dude paying $2,500 a week, which adds up to $10K a month. They asked the owner basically, why do you let him pay weekly like that? And he said he receives collections from the goddamn church. Ain't that a fucking shame? It's the church money. All of them upper class Republican blacks who look down on people and worried about people pulling their pants up thinking that's a good reason to shoot people. That's who he out there conning. That's that money that he getting through white Jesus right quick. You know how that go. Because most of them probably got that type of picture up. But that's another fucking story. But anyway, the landlord flat out said the money comes from the church. And then he showed people text messages where Pastor Darrell Scott is laid up there saying he moving in with his daughter and he don't live lavish and shit like that. Talking about his daycare numbers is way down. And, you know, nothing but shit, making all types of excuses like that. And when they called him about it, they said that, what his name is, Darrell Scott, said that it was a fake lawsuit and he'll be proven innocent. You know the regular shit they always say. But anyway, you ain't shit, Obama ain't shit, and Trump ain't shit. So what's the big deal here? I don't see what everybody talking about this shit for. Three ain't shit ass people. Once again, man, y'all holler at me.